Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Daily English Talks. I'm Mia, and I'm so happy you're here with me today because today we're starting something powerful, something that can truly change the way you speak English forever. This is your 5-day English speaking challenge. And whether you've been studying for months or you're just starting to build your confidence, this challenge will help you speak more naturally, clearly, and confidently every single day. Think of these next 5 days as a journey with me. Each day, you'll learn to open your mouth, express your ideas, and stop hesitating when you want to say something in English. You'll notice that your thoughts start to connect with words faster. You'll begin to sound smoother, and the fear of making mistakes will slowly disappear. Let's begin our first day together by setting the tone. Imagine you're waking up in the morning, stretching, taking a deep breath, and deciding that today you're going to speak English as much as possible. Not just study it, not just read or listen, but speak. Because speaking is the bridge between knowing English and truly living in it. Now, take a deep breath with me and say this slowly after me. I'm ready to speak English with confidence. Pause for a moment. Feel that energy in your voice. I'm ready to speak English with confidence. Good. Throughout this challenge, I'll be guiding you step by step through daily life English, the kind of English that people actually use in real conversations. We'll practice sentences that help you survive, connect, and shine in any situation. Whether you're at work, at a cafe, meeting new people, or just talking to yourself to keep improving. Let's warm up with some simple daily talk. Repeat after me slowly. Good morning. How are you today? Now answer yourself. I'm good, thank you. How about you? Practice saying it naturally, like yo, or greeting a friend you see every day. Remember, fluency isn't about speed, it's about comfort. Imagine walking into your kitchen. You see a family member or a roommate. You smile and say, "Hey, did you sleep well?" Listen to the rhythm of that sentence. The tone goes up slightly at the end. Did you sleep well? Now answer. Yes, I slept really well, thank you. Or, not really, I stayed up too late watching a movie. This small morning chat is simple, but it's exactly the kind of natural rhythm you need for fluency. The more you practice these short interactions, the more natural your mouth becomes when forming English sounds. Now, I want you to practice describing your morning routine out loud. Don't worry about being perfect, just speak. For example, I wake up at 7, I brush my teeth, I make coffee, I check my phone, and then I go for a walk. Try to make your sentences short and clear. When you practice this every day, your brain begins to connect English directly to your actions. Let's try expanding that. When I wake up, I open the window to let the fresh air in. Then I make myself a cup of coffee because it helps me feel awake and ready to start my day. After that, I usually listen to an English podcast while I prepare breakfast. See how natural that sounds? Now it's your turn. Think about your own routine. Speak out loud for 1 minute describing what you do every morning. Start now. Don't stop even if you make mistakes. You can say things like, how do I say this? It's okay. The goal is to keep talking, not to be perfect. All right, let's move on to something very important. Small talk. Small talk is the way we connect with people every day. It's how we start conversations at work, school, or even with strangers. It might sound simple, but mastering small talk makes you sound confident and friendly. Imagine you're at a coffee shop. You're waiting for your drink, and someone next to you smiles and says, "Nice weather today, isn't it?" How can you respond naturally? Try saying, "Yeah, it's really nice. I love sunny days like this." Or, "It's beautiful. I hope it stays like this for the weekend." Now practice that with me. Nice weather today, isn't it? Yeah, it's really nice. I love sunny days like this. Good. Remember, the key to small talk is to sound relaxed and open, not robotic or forced. Let's try another common one. Someone says, "How's your day going?" You can say, "Pretty good. Thanks for asking. How about you?" Or, "It's been busy, but I can't complain." Repeat after me slowly. Pretty good. Thanks for asking. How about you? Fluency grows through repetition, rhythm, and relaxation. When you relax, your sentences flow better. So, one of the most powerful exercises you can do every day is to talk to yourself in English for 5 minutes, describing what you're doing, what you're thinking, or what you see around you. For example, if you're cooking, you can say, "I'm cutting some vegetables. I'm boiling water. I'm adding salt. I think it needs a little more spice." Or if you're walking somewhere, say, "I'm crossing the street. There's a car coming. I can see a coffee shop on the corner." This self-talk method is one of the best secret tools fluent speakers use without even realizing it. Now, let's practice self-talk together. Look around you and describe your surroundings for 1 minute. You might say, "I'm sitting on my chair. My phone is on the table. I can hear people talking outside. The weather looks cloudy." Keep your sentences short. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak. Here's another daily life practice. Imagine you're meeting a new person at work or at an event. You shake hands and say, "Hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you." The person replies, "Nice to meet you too. What do you do?" Now you answer, "I'm an English teacher," or "I'm a student," or "I work in an office." Let's practice that rhythm together. "Hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too. What do you do?" "I'm a student." The best way to master introductions is to make them sound natural, with a smile in your tone, yes, even in your voice. You can practice this by recording yourself saying, "Hi, I'm your name, nice to meet you." Play it back and listen to your tone. Does it sound friendly, confident, or shy and quiet? Keep repeating until it sounds natural and warm. Let's move to a short speaking reflection exercise. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine that you're in another country where everyone speaks English. You go to buy breakfast, ask for coffee, take the bus, talk to a friend, or ask for directions. In every moment, you use simple sentences. And that's okay. You're communicating and people understand you. That's real fluency. Now repeat this affirmation with me. Every day, my English gets better. Again. Every day, my English gets better. Believe it. One mistake many learners make is waiting for the right moment to speak perfectly. But perfection never comes. Fluency comes from mistakes, corrections, and courage. You must be willing to sound imperfect before you sound great. Let's practice a quick dialogue for everyday courage. A. Hey, do you speak English? B. Yes, a little, but I'm learning every day. A. That's great. Your English sounds good. B. Thank you. I'm practicing more lately. Repeat the whole dialogue with me slowly. Focus on the flow. Notice how natural it feels. That's what we want. Not perfect grammar, but natural connection. Now let's do a pronunciation warm-up. Say this sentence slowly and clearly. Can I get a cup of coffee, please? Listen to the rhythm. Can I get a cup of coffee, please? It flows like music. Try again. Can I get a cup of coffee, please? Excellent. Now, practice changing the tone slightly to sound more polite, more casual, or more confident. Can I get a cup of coffee, please? Polite. Hey, can I get a coffee? Casual. Can I get a cup of coffee, please? Confident, firm tone. See how one sentence can change meaning with emotion? That's the beauty of speaking practice. To finish today's session, let's do one more exercise, storytelling. This is one of the most effective fluency builders. Tell a short story about something that happened to you recently. For example, yesterday I went to the store to buy some fruit. I met an old friend there. We talked for a few minutes and then I bought some apples and oranges. When I got home, I made juice. Now, it's your turn. Think of something small. Maybe what you did last weekend, what you cooked today, or what made you smile recently. Speak for 1 minute without stopping. You might say or and that's okay. It's part of natural speech. Remember, this challenge isn't about speed, it's about commitment. If you practice even 10 minutes a day, your mouth, your mind, and your confidence will start working together beautifully. So, before we end this part, I want you to repeat after me one last time. I can speak English. I can speak clearly. I can speak confidently. I'm improving every single day. Beautiful work. You've completed the first step of your 5-day English speaking challenge. Stay with me, because tomorrow we'll keep going deeper into everyday English, more real-life expressions, and longer conversations that help you sound more natural than ever. Keep practicing today's sentences again and again until they feel easy. And remember, confidence is built through repetition and kindness to yourself. All right, I'll see you in the next session. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep believing in your voice, my friend. It's Mia again, and I'm so proud of you for coming back to continue your 5-day English speaking challenge. The fact that you're here means you're serious about improving your English and your confidence. You've already started building your speaking habit. And that's the key to real fluency. Now let's build on what we practiced before. Today, we'll focus on speaking in real-life situations. Simple, natural, and useful English that helps you express yourself easily in daily life. Let's begin with something that happens every single day. Greetings and small conversations with people you see often. Imagine walking into your office, your classroom, or even a coffee shop. You see someone you know and say, "Hey, good morning. How are you doing today?" The person smiles and says, "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" Then you reply, "I'm great, just a little tired, but happy to be here." This kind of short chat makes your English flow naturally. It's not about big words, it's about rhythm, connection, and sound. So let's practice together. Repeat after me slowly. "Hey, good morning. How are you doing today?" "I'm great, just a little tired, but happy to be here." Now, let's take it a little further. Imagine you're meeting a colleague or friend after a few days. You can say, "Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?" Or, "Hi, long time no see." Then continue. "I've been busy with work, but it's good to see you again." Repeat this mini dialogue with me. "Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?" "I've been busy with work, but it's good to see you again." Feel the rhythm of that sentence. It's friendly, natural, and clear. All right, now I want you to practice improvising. That means try saying it with your own details. You might say, "Hey, long time no see. I've been studying for my exams." Or, "Hey, it's been a while. I was traveling last week." By changing small details, you make the sentences truly yours. Now, let's talk about one of the most common moments in everyday life: ordering food or drinks. This is such a useful skill because it makes you feel confident when speaking in English-speaking environments. Imagine you walk into a cafe. You smile at the barista and say, "Hi, can I get a cup of coffee, please?" The barista replies, "Sure, what size would you like?" You answer, medium, please. Would you like milk or sugar? Just milk, thank you. Now repeat it after me slowly, with pauses to feel the rhythm. Hi, can I get a cup of coffee, please? Medium, please. Just milk, thank you. Let's make it a bit more advanced. You can say, Hi, could I please have a large cappuccino with almond milk? Or, I'd like a hot chocolate, please. Notice how polite and natural those sound. Now practice this out loud. Imagine you're actually there. Look around your imaginary cafe, smile and say it with confidence. Hi, could I please have a large cappuccino with almond milk? Excellent. Here's a little speaking tip. When you speak English in public, even simple sentences can sound powerful if your tone is friendly and confident. Keep your shoulders relaxed, smile a little, and let your words flow naturally. Let's move to another daily life moment, shopping. When you're shopping, you might ask questions like, Excuse me, how much is this? Or, do you have this in a smaller size? Or, can I try this on? Now, let's build a small dialogue together. Excuse me, how much is this shirt? B. It's $25. A. Do you have it in a medium size? B. Yes, we do. Here you go. A. Great. Can I try it on? B. Sure. The fitting room is over there. Now, repeat the conversation slowly. Imagine you're really shopping and speaking to a store clerk. Excuse me, how much is this shirt? Do you have it in a medium size? Great. Can I try it on? Every time you imagine a real situation, your brain builds stronger language memories. This is called active context learning. It's how native speakers learn their own language too, by connecting words to real actions and emotions. All right, now let's practice expressing your feelings in English. Because speaking fluently also means expressing emotions naturally. Imagine someone asks you, How are you feeling today? Instead of just saying, I'm fine, you can add more color to your answer. Try, I'm feeling really good today. I had a great breakfast and I'm full of energy. Or, I'm a bit tired, but I'm trying to stay positive. Now, repeat these sentences with me. I'm feeling really good today. I had a great breakfast and I'm full of energy. I'm a bit tired, but I'm trying to stay positive. You can also practice giving emotional reactions. For example, if someone tells you good news, say, That's awesome! Wow, really? That's great! Or, I'm so happy for you. And if someone shares something sad, you can say, Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Or, that must be hard. Let's practice this together like a mini role play. A. Hey, I just got a new job. B. That's awesome. Congratulations. A. Thanks. I'm really excited. B. I'm so happy for you. Repeat it slowly. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Now for a sad example. A. I didn't pass my test. B. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. A. Yeah, I'll try again next time. B. That's the spirit, don't give up. These kinds of emotional conversations help you sound natural, warm, and human. Let's move into another key area, giving opinions. In daily life, we often need to share what we think or how we feel about something. Here's a simple pattern you can use. I think, I believe, in my opinion. For example, I think this movie is really interesting. I believe learning English every day helps me stay confident. In my opinion, practice is more important than grammar. Now repeat with me. I think this movie is really interesting. I believe learning English every day helps me stay confident. In my opinion, practice is more important than grammar. Let's practice a short speaking challenge together. I'll say a topic, and you'll give your opinion. Ready? Topic 1. Online learning. Say, I think online learning is convenient because I can study anywhere. Topic 2. Fast food. I believe fast food is tasty but not healthy. Topic 3. Exercise. In my opinion, exercising every day makes me feel better. Excellent. You're doing great. Now, let's work on asking and answering questions. One of the most important communication skills. If you want to start a conversation, you can ask open-ended questions. For example, what do you like to do in your free time? Where do you usually go on weekends? Or, what kind of movies do you enjoy watching? These questions can't be answered with just yes or no. They help people talk more, and that keeps the conversation flowing naturally. Now, I'll ask you some questions and you'll answer out loud. Don't worry about being perfect. Just answer. What do you like to do on weekends? Maybe you'll say, I like to spend time with my friends. Or, I usually go shopping or watch a movie. Where do you usually eat lunch? You might say, I eat lunch at home. Or, I usually eat at a small restaurant near my office. Who do you spend most of your time with? You might say, I spend time with my family. Or, I like being with my best friend. The more you practice asking and answering, the faster your English reflexes become. Now, let's do a pronunciation rhythm exercise together. Repeat after me slowly and clearly. What do you do in your free time? I like to watch movies and go out with friends. What kind of music do you like? I love listening to pop and jazz. Where do you usually go on weekends? I go to the park or the shopping mall. Each sentence has a natural rise and fall in tone. Try to listen carefully to the music of English. Let's shift to another important topic: confidence while speaking. Many learners know the words, but they hesitate because they're afraid of making mistakes. But remember, mistakes are proof that you're learning. Every time you speak, even imperfectly, you're training your mouth, your brain, and your memory to connect. Try this short affirmation practice. Repeat after me. It's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake helps me grow. I'm learning, I'm improving, and I'm getting stronger every day. Now, imagine someone asks you something and you don't know how to answer perfectly. Instead of freezing, use a simple filler phrase to keep the conversation alive. You can say, that's a good question. Let me think for a second. Or, I'm not sure, but maybe. For example, if someone asks, what do you think about learning languages? You can say, that's a good question. I think learning languages helps people understand the world better. Repeat it with me. That's a good question. I think learning languages helps people understand the world better. When you use these small fillers, you sound natural, calm, and confident, just like a native speaker. Now, let's finish this part with a daily fluency routine. For 5 minutes today, I want you to talk out loud about your plans for tomorrow. You can say things like, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up early. I'll go for a walk. Then I'll meet my friend for lunch. In the evening, I'll study English for 1 hour. Keep going, add more details. I'll cook dinner. Maybe I'll watch a movie. Then I'll go to bed early because I have to work the next day. See how natural that sounds? You're building a story using future tense without even thinking about grammar rules. That's the magic of real speaking practice. All right, before we wrap up today's session, repeat these sentences with me as your daily motivation. I'm confident when I speak English. My English is improving every day. I enjoy learning, practicing, and speaking. I'm proud of myself. You're doing an amazing job. Keep going strong. And I'll see you in the next part where we'll keep building your natural fluency through more everyday conversation practice and emotional expression. English learners, I'm so happy to see you here again, continuing your 5-day English speaking challenge with me. You've already practiced greetings, small talk, describing your day, and expressing emotions. Today, we'll take another big step toward fluency, learning how to connect your ideas, express your thoughts clearly, and sound natural in longer conversations. Fluency isn't just about short sentences like, I like coffee, or I go to work. It's about connecting your ideas smoothly, like a gentle river flowing from one thought to the next. So today, I'll help you build that flow. Let's begin with connecting phrases. Small but powerful words that make your speech sound natural and complete. Words like and, but, so, because, then, and after that. These are called linking words, and they help you tell stories and share opinions without sounding robotic. Let's start with a simple example. I woke up late, so I missed the bus. Notice how the word so connects the reason and result. Try another. I wanted to go for a walk, but it started raining. Here, but connects two opposite ideas. Repeat after me slowly. I wanted to go for a walk, but it started raining. Now, let's make it a little longer. I woke up late, so I missed the bus. Then I had to take a taxi, and because of the traffic, I arrived at work late. That's a full story with only a few simple linking words. Practice saying it smoothly. I woke up late, so I missed the bus. Then I had to take a taxi, and because of the traffic, I arrived at work late. Good job. Now try making your own short story using these words. You can start like this. I wanted to cook dinner, but I didn't have any vegetables, so I went to the store. Then I met my friend there, and we talked for a while. The more you use linking words, the more natural your speaking becomes. Now let's do a fun daily life practice. Imagine it's Saturday morning. You wake up, stretch, and think about your day. You might say, "Today I'm going to clean my room and do laundry. After that, I'll meet my friend for lunch. Then we might watch a movie or go shopping." Repeat that with me slowly, keeping your rhythm smooth. Today I'm going to clean my room and do laundry. After that, I'll meet my friend for lunch. Then we might watch a movie or go shopping. Fluency grows when you build stories about your daily life. So here's your challenge right now. Describe what you plan to do tomorrow out loud for 1 minute. Use words like and, then, after that, because, and so. For example, tomorrow I'll wake up early because I want to go jogging. After that, I'll have breakfast and check my emails. Then I'll meet my cousin for coffee. Keep talking without stopping, even if you repeat some words. That's how fluency builds. Now let's move to another important part of speaking. Giving explanations and reasons. In English, we often use because, so, and that's why to explain our thoughts. Let's practice this together. I'm learning English because I want to travel. I'm studying hard so I can get a better job. I love English, and that's why I practice every day. Now repeat them slowly with me. I'm learning English because I want to travel. I'm studying hard so I can get a better job. I love English, and that's why I practice every day. See how natural that sounds? When you give a reason, your speech feels more complete and meaningful. Let's do a quick exercise together. I'll say a sentence, and you'll add a reason using because. Ready? I like morning walks. Now you add your reason. Maybe because they help me feel calm. I drink coffee because it helps me wake up. I study English every day because I want to be confident when I speak. Perfect. The more you practice connecting ideas like this, the more you'll sound like a natural English speaker. Now, let's move into a new area, expressing likes and dislikes. This is something we do all the time, but learners often repeat only I like or I don't like. Let's make it richer and more expressive. Instead of just saying I like, you can say I really enjoy, I'm a big fan of, I absolutely love, or I'm interested in. For example, I really enjoy listening to music. I'm a big fan of Italian food. I absolutely love reading books. Now, repeat these sentences slowly. I really enjoy listening to music. I'm a big fan of Italian food. I absolutely love reading books. To express dislike, you can say, I don't really like, I'm not a big fan of, or I can't stand. For example, I don't really like spicy food. I'm not a big fan of horror movies. I can't stand traffic. Repeat those with me. I don't really like spicy food. I'm not a big fan of horror movies. I can't stand traffic. Now let's make a little conversation out of it. A. Do you like cooking? B. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I find it relaxing. A. What about cleaning? B. I'm not a big fan of cleaning, but I do it anyway. Repeat that entire dialogue with me slowly, and then try changing the topics. Maybe talk about sports, travel, or movies. Now let's do a fluency boosting exercise. This or that. I'll give you two choices and you'll answer quickly in English, explaining your reason. For example, coffee or tea. You say, coffee because it helps me wake up. Morning or night? Morning because I feel more productive. Ready? Beach or mountains? Books or movies? Cats or dogs? Summer or winter? Great! You can do this exercise anytime, even while walking. It trains your speaking reflexes beautifully. Now let's focus on speaking longer sentences naturally using transitions like actually, to be honest, you know, and I mean. These little expressions make your English sound real, like a native speaker's. Let's try a few examples. Actually, I don't watch TV very often. To be honest, I prefer working alone. You know, I really love trying new food. I mean, it's not easy, but I'm trying. Repeat them slowly. Actually, I don't watch TV very often. To be honest, I prefer working alone. You know, I really love trying new food. I mean, it's not easy, but I'm trying. When you use these expressions naturally, your speech feels relaxed and alive. Now, imagine you're talking to a friend about your week. You could say something like, You know, this week has been really busy. I had so many things to do, but I finally finished my project. To be honest, I'm exhausted, but I feel proud. Repeat that paragraph out loud. Feel the emotion and flow. You know, this week has been really busy. I had so many things to do, but I finally finished my project. To be honest, I'm exhausted, but I feel proud. Let's do another practice. Describing your favorite activity in detail. For example, I love cooking because it helps me relax. You know, when I'm in the kitchen, I forget about everything else. I mean, it's just me, the ingredients, and the smell of goo. Ye food. Now it's your turn. Pick something you enjoy. Maybe walking, reading, playing a game, or listening to music, and describe it like that. Speak for 1 minute using because, you know, actually, and I mean. Great work. The more emotion and rhythm you use, the more fluent you'll sound. Now let's talk about rhythm, the heartbeat of English speech. English isn't spoken word by word. It flows with stress and tone. Try saying this sentence naturally. I want to go to the park. The stress is on want and park. I want to go to the park. Now say, I want to buy a new phone. Stress on want and phone. I want to buy a new phone. Try this one. I need to finish my work today. Stress on need and work. Practicing stress helps your English sound alive, not flat. So here's a rhythm exercise. Read aloud short sentences with a natural beat, like a song. I like apples. She plays guitar. We're going shopping. They work hard. He studies English every day. Repeat them again, but this time with more emotion and melody. Now let's focus on the art of storytelling, because stories are where your English truly grows. When you tell stories, you use time, emotion, and imagination all at once. Let's build a short story together. Listen first, then repeat. Last weekend, I went to the park with my friends. We bought some snacks and sat under a big tree. The weather was perfect, warm and sunny. We talked, laughed, and played music. After that, we walked by the lake and watched the sunset. It was beautiful. Now repeat the whole story out loud. Try to visualize it in your mind as you speak. See the park, the people, the sunlight, the laughter. That visualization makes your speaking more natural and expressive. Now, create your own story. It can be something simple like, what I did last weekend, a funny thing that happened, or a time I felt proud. Speak freely for 2 minutes, using linking words, emotions, and details. Don't worry about grammar. Your goal is flow, not perfection. Excellent. You're growing stronger with every sentence. Before we close this part, let's practice a short daily reflection exercise. This helps you think in English naturally. Ask yourself these 3 questions out loud every night. What did I do today? What did I learn today? What am I grateful for today? For example, today I worked on my project. I learned some new English words. I'm grateful for my family. This small habit turns your thoughts into English sentences every single day. And that's how you start thinking in English without translating. Now, take a deep breath and repeat these affirmations with me. I can connect my ideas smoothly. I can tell stories in English. I speak naturally with rhythm and confidence. I'm improving with every word I say. Beautiful job. You're doing something incredible by showing up and practicing every day. Keep going. In the next part, we'll dive into expressing deeper ideas, emotions, and more advanced real-life conversations that push your fluency even higher. Remember, the secret to speaking English well isn't in perfection. It's in consistency, kindness to yourself, and practice that feels alive. Keep that energy going. You're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you for continuing your 5-day English speaking challenge with me. You've already practiced connecting ideas, storytelling, and expressing emotions. And now we're going to take your English even deeper, into real conversations that reflect everyday life. The kind of conversations where you truly connect with people and express your thoughts freely. Let's start with something simple but powerful. Conversations about plans and schedules. These are so common in real life, at work, with friends, or even just talking to yourself to plan your day. Imagine your friend asks, "What are you doing this weekend?" You can answer naturally, "I'm planning to visit my family." Or, "I might go out with friends." Or, "I'm thinking about staying home and relaxing." Now repeat after me slowly. I'm planning to visit my family. I might go out with friends. I'm thinking about staying home and relaxing. Notice how the tone sounds relaxed, friendly, and natural. Now let's build this into a full mini conversation. A. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? B. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll go to the movies. A. That sounds fun. What movie are you planning to watch? B. Probably something funny. I love comedies. Repeat that entire dialogue out loud with me, slowly and clearly. Feel the natural rhythm of the exchange. Short sentences, easy flow, gentle tone. Now try creating your own version. Change the activities. You could say, "I might go hiking," or "I'll probably meet my cousins," or "I'm planning to clean my house and cook something new." The more personal you make it, the more it becomes your English. Let's practice another daily life topic, talking about work or study. When someone asks, "What do you do?" you can reply, "I work in marketing," "I'm a student," "I teach English," or "I'm between jobs right now." To sound more natural, you can add a little detail. "I work in marketing and I really enjoy helping brands tell their stories." "I'm a student and I'm studying computer science." "I teach English online to students around the world." Now repeat those with me slowly. "I work in marketing and I really enjoy helping brands tell their stories." "I'm a student and I'm studying computer science." "I teach English online to students around the world." Details make your English sound richer. They show confidence and help the listener connect with you. Let's do a quick practice. I'll ask you a question, and you'll answer out loud using your own ideas. What do you do? Pause. Where do you work or study? Pause. Do you enjoy it? Why or why not? Pause. Excellent. This small kind of practice is what slowly turns English from something you study into something you live. Now, let's move into another everyday situation, talking about routines, because native speakers love to talk about their daily habits. You can start with "I usually," or "I often," or "sometimes I." For example, "I usually wake up around 7. I often go for a walk in the morning. Sometimes I cook dinner at home." Now repeat those sentences with me slowly. "I usually wake up around 7. I often go for a walk in the morning. Sometimes I cook dinner at home." Now let's make it longer and more natural. "I usually wake up around 7. Then I make some tea and check my emails. After that, I take a shower and get ready for work." Or, "I often go for a walk in the morning because it helps me feel relaxed and focused for the rest of the day." Repeat them now, slowly, like you're telling your own story. Now it's your turn. Describe your own daily routine for 1 minute out loud. Start with "I usually," or "In the morning, I," and keep going. Don't worry if you repeat yourself. Repetition builds fluency and confidence. All right, now let's practice something that can be challenging, making polite requests and asking for help. In English, tone is everything when you ask for something politely. Instead of saying, "Give me," we say, "Could you please?" or "Can you help me?" or "Would you mind if I..." Let's practice. "Could you please open the window?" "Can you help me find this book?" "Would you mind if I sit here?" Repeat those with me slowly and kindly. "Could you please open the window?" "Can you help me find this book?" "Would you mind if I sit here?" Notice how polite and gentle that sounds. That's real English politeness. Now, let's build a quick conversation example. A. Excuse me, could you please tell me where the bus station is? B. Sure. It's just down the street, next to the bank. A. Thank you so much. B. You're welcome. Repeat that whole dialogue slowly. Then try changing it. Maybe you're asking for directions to a restaurant, a hospital, or a train station. This kind of polite speaking not only improves your English, it also helps you feel confident in real-world situations. Let's now practice how to offer help, because that's also part of natural English communication. If you want to help someone, you can say, "Can I help you? Would you like some help?" Or, "Do you need a hand?" Now, repeat those sentences with me. Can I help you? Would you like some help? Do you need a hand? Imagine you're at a supermarket and you see someone drop something. You say, "Oh, let me help you pick that up." Or, "Here you go." These little moments make your English friendly and human. Now, let's talk about emotions again. But this time expressing excitement, surprise, and interest. When something surprises you, you can say, "Really? Wow, that's amazing. No way." Or, "That's unbelievable." Let's practice with a little role play. A. I just met my favorite singer yesterday. B. Wow, that's amazing. Where did you meet them? A. At the airport. It was such a surprise. B. No way, that's so cool. Repeat the full dialogue with me, feeling the excitement in your tone. Wow, that's amazing. No way. When something good happens to someone, show interest. You can say, "That's great to hear." "I'm so happy for you." "Good for you." Practice these now. "That's great to hear." "I'm so happy for you." "Good for you." Now, let's practice expressing sympathy or understanding when someone is sad or frustrated. You can say, "I'm sorry to hear that. That must be difficult." "I understand how you feel." Or, "Don't worry, things will get better." Repeat slowly after me. "I'm sorry to hear that. That must be difficult. I understand how you feel. Don't worry, things will get better." See how tone changes everything. Even the same words can sound kind or cold depending on your voice. That's why practicing emotional tone is just as important as grammar. Now let's do a speaking confidence booster, shadowing with rhythm. I'll say a few short sentences and you repeat them right after me in rhythm. Ready? I can speak English clearly. I'm improving every single day. Mistakes help me grow. I enjoy speaking English. I believe in myself. Beautiful. Feel that rhythm. It's confidence speaking through your voice. Now let's practice a real-life moment, talking on the phone. Many learners find this difficult because you can't see the other person's face, but with practice, it becomes easy. Let's try a short phone conversation together. A. Hello, this is Mia speaking. How can I help you? B. Hi, Mia, this is John. I just wanted to confirm our meeting for tomorrow. A. Yes, of course. It's at 10 o'clock, right? B. Exactly. Thank you. A. You're welcome. See you tomorrow. Repeat that whole dialogue out loud, slowly. Pay attention to the polite tone. It's calm, friendly, and clear. Now imagine you're calling a restaurant to book a table. You can say, "Hello, I'd like to make a reservation for 2 people at 7 p.m. The person might reply, "Sure, what name should I put it under?" You answer, "Mia, please." Try this full example now. Hello, I'd like to make a reservation for 2 people at 7 p.m. Mia, please. Excellent. Now, let's go deeper, learning to react in conversations naturally with small fillers like, "Oh, really? That's interesting. I see," and "uh-huh." These small words show you're listening and engaged. Let's try them together. A. I started learning guitar last month. B. Oh, really? That's awesome. A. Yeah, it's fun, but my fingers hurt. B. I see. It takes time, but you'll get used to it. Repeat that conversation slowly, focusing on your tone. You see how natural it sounds? These are the small details that make you sound fluent. Now it's time for your daily challenge practice. Choose one topic from your life, maybe your weekend, your hobbies, your work, or a recent experience, and talk about it for 2 minutes without stopping. Don't translate in your head, just speak, even if it's simple, even if it's slow. For example, you might say, "Last weekend, I went to the park with my cousin. We had ice cream and talked about our favorite shows. It was such a relaxing day. I love spending time outdoors." You can do this exercise every day. It's one of the most powerful tools to train your English brain. Before we wrap up this session, let's do a quick affirmation reflection to strengthen your mindset. Repeat after me slowly and confidently. I am improving every day. I am not afraid to speak. My English is clear and natural. I speak with confidence and joy. I believe in my progress. You're doing incredible work. I'm so proud of how far you've come already. Each word you speak builds a stronger, more confident version of you. Remember, every small effort counts. So keep practicing these sentences today. Talk about your plans, make polite requests, express your emotions, and tell small stories. Every moment of speaking is one more step toward fluency. I'll see you again in the next part, where we'll continue to expand your vocabulary and confidence through deeper conversation examples, storytelling practice, and advanced emotional expressions. Keep your voice alive, keep your heart open, and keep speaking fearlessly. It's Mia here again, and I'm so glad you came back for another session of your 5-day English speaking challenge. You're doing such an amazing job, showing up, speaking out loud, and practicing every day. That's how real fluency begins, not from books or memorization, but from showing up with consistency and courage. Today, we're going to dive into more natural, everyday English, the kind of English that people use in conversations without thinking too much. We'll also work on improving your rhythm, emotion, and storytelling, because the more expressive your voice becomes, the more alive your English will sound. Let's begin with something we all do, talking about the past. Being able to describe what happened helps you share your stories, your memories, and your experiences with others. Imagine someone asks you, "How was your day?" And you can answer, "It was great. I had a productive day at work, Or, "It was a bit stressful, but I finished everything on time." Now repeat these slowly after me. It was great. I had a productive day at work. It was a bit stressful, but I finished everything on time. When you talk about the past, notice the tone. It's calm, reflective, and natural. Let's make it a little longer. Yesterday, I woke up early and went for a walk. The weather was so nice, sunny and warm. After that, I had breakfast, checked my emails, and started working. In the evening, I watched a movie and relaxed. Now, repeat that whole paragraph slowly, imagining each part as you speak. See the morning light, the warm air, the quiet breakfast table, the peaceful evening. Visualization helps you remember vocabulary faster because it connects your words with images and feelings. Now let's try a small practice exercise. I'll give you a few prompts, and you'll answer in complete sentences about your own life, speaking out loud. What did you do yesterday? Pause. What did you eat for lunch? Pause. Who did you talk to last night? Pause. Did you enjoy your day? Pause. Perfect. Every time you answer these, you're training your English to become automatic, like a reflex instead of translation. Now let's build a short story together in the past tense. Listen carefully. Last weekend, I visited my grandmother. She lives in a small village surrounded by trees and flowers. I helped her cook lunch, and then we sat outside drinking tea. We talked for hours, remembering old memories. It was a beautiful day. Repeat that story now, slowly and softly. Last weekend, I visited my grandmother. She lives in a small village surrounded by trees and flowers. I helped her cook lunch, and then we sat outside drinking tea. We talked for hours, remembering old memories. It was a beautiful day. You can also try your own version. Maybe you went shopping, visited a friend, or stayed home. Just tell it out loud like a mini story. The more you describe details, the more expressive your English becomes. Now, let's move on to talking about the future, another key skill. When we talk about future plans, we often use will, going to, or might. For example, I will call you tomorrow. I'm going to visit my friend next week. I might go to the gym later. Repeat those slowly after me. I will call you tomorrow. I'm going to visit my friend next week. I might go to the gym later. You can also use time words like tomorrow, next week, in the evening, or on Sunday. Let's practice building full sentences together. Tomorrow, I'm going to clean my house. Next weekend, I'll visit my family. Tonight, I might watch a movie. Now, imagine you're telling your friend about your plans. You can say, tomorrow, I'm going to the park with my cousin. We're going to have ice cream and take pictures. Try saying that naturally. Tomorrow, I'm going to the park with my cousin. We're going to have ice cream and take pictures. Beautiful. Now let's connect past and future together in one short conversation. A. How was your day yesterday? B. It was good. I met my friend for lunch. A. That sounds nice. What are you doing tomorrow? B. I'm going to stay home and rest. Repeat that entire exchange slowly. Notice how natural it feels. Just a normal flow of conversation. Now, let's focus on giving and responding to invitations. Something you'll do a lot in English-speaking environments. If you want to invite someone, you can say, would you like to come? Do you want to join us? How about going out for dinner? Repeat these with me slowly. Would you like to come? Do you want to join us? How about going out for dinner? And if someone invites you, you can answer in many ways. You can accept politely. Sure, that sounds great. I'd love to. Yes, that would be nice. Or you can politely say no. Thanks, but I already have plans. I really appreciate it, but maybe next time. I'd love to, but I can't make it this week. Now, let's practice a mini dialogue together. Hey, would you like to come to the picnic this weekend? B. I'd love to, but I have to work on Saturday. A. Oh, that's okay. Maybe next time. B. Yeah, definitely next time. Repeat that whole exchange naturally. Politeness and tone make English communication warm and comfortable. Now, let's talk about opinions and agreement, another important part of real conversation. When someone shares their thoughts, you can agree by saying, I think so too. That's true. You're right. Or, exactly. When you disagree, it's polite to soften it. Say, I'm not sure about that. Or, I see your point, but let's practice both. A. I think learning English every day is important. B. I think so too. A. I believe reading books is the best way to improve. B. I'm not sure about that. I prefer speaking practice. Repeat that with me now. I think so too. I'm not sure about that. I see your point, but I prefer speaking practice. This kind of conversation helps you express opinions naturally without sounding too strong or too shy. Now, let's do an opinion challenge. I'll give you a few topics and you respond with your opinion aloud. Topic 1. Online classes. Maybe say, I think online classes are convenient because I can study anywhere. Topic 2. Social media. In my opinion, social media is fun, but sometimes distracting. Topic 3. Traveling. I believe traveling helps us understand different cultures. Beautiful. You see, you're already thinking and speaking directly in English. That's real fluency forming right now. Now, let's move into a powerful area, expressing emotions with your voice. Because English is not just about words, it's about sound, tone, and feeling. Let's practice using your voice to show emotion. Say this happily. I'm so excited for the weekend. Now say this calmly. I feel relaxed today. Now say this with surprise. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Now softly. I'm sorry to hear that. Feel how your tone changes naturally? That's what makes spoken English sound real, not robotic. You can practice emotions daily with small sentences. For example, I love this song. That's funny. I'm proud of myself. That's beautiful. Now, let's take your speaking further into descriptive fluency. This is how you make your English sound vivid and colorful. Instead of just saying, I went to the park, you can say, I went to the park near my house. It was quiet, peaceful, and full of green trees. The wind was soft, and the sun felt warm on my skin. See how that paints a picture? That's how advanced speakers make their English feel alive. Let's practice describing something simple. Your favorite place. It could be your room, a cafe, or your hometown. Describe it for 1 minute, using adjectives and senses. What you see, hear, smell, and feel. For example, my favorite place is a small cafe near the river. It smells like fresh coffee, and soft music plays in the background. The chairs are comfortable, and the sunlight comes through the big window. I love spending time there. Now you try. Speak freely and visualize it as you talk. Excellent. You're learning to make English your own personal language, one that reflects your feelings and your world. Before we finish this part, let's do a short shadowing fluency session. Repeat after me naturally and confidently. I can describe my day in English. I can share my thoughts clearly. My English sounds natural and confident. Every time I speak, I get better. Now take a deep breath. You're doing something beautiful, training your voice, your rhythm, and your heart to flow in English. Remember, fluency doesn't come overnight. It grows like a plant, slowly, with care, with sunlight, with daily effort. You've done an incredible job today. Keep practicing your past and future sentences, your invitations, your emotions, and your little stories. Each repetition makes your brain faster, your pronunciation smoother, and your confidence stronger. I'll see you soon in the next part, where we'll continue this journey with more natural conversations, daily life challenges, and personal reflection exercises that help you think and speak like a confident English speaker. Keep shining, keep speaking, and never stop believing in your voice. I'm so happy you're still here, continuing this speaking challenge with me. Every time you come back, you're building a stronger, more confident English-speaking version of yourself. You're proving that learning English isn't about perfection. It's about progress, patience, and daily practice. Today, we'll go even deeper into real-life English speaking. How to express your thoughts, ask questions, share experiences, and handle conversations that might make you a little nervous. But don't worry, we'll go step by step, slowly and clearly, so that every sentence feels comfortable and easy to follow. Let's start with a moment that happens to all of us. Meeting someone new and keeping the conversation going. Imagine this. You're at an event or maybe in class and someone says, "Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." You smile and reply, "Nice to meet you too, Alex. How are you doing?" Then you might add, "Is this your first time here?" Or, "How do you know about this place?" These small questions are friendly and open. They invite the other person to speak. Let's practice together. "Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too. How are you doing?" "Is this your first time here?" "How do you know about this place?" Good. Now let's add a little variety. You could also ask, "So, what do you do?" "Where are you from?" "What kind of things do you like to do in your free time?" Repeat those slowly after me. So, what do you do? Where are you from? What kind of things do you like to do in your free time? When you ask questions like these, people feel comfortable and the conversation becomes natural. That's one of the best ways to build confidence, not by saying a lot, but by showing interest in others. Now imagine the conversation continues. A. So, where are you from? B. I'm from Brazil. A. Oh, really? That's great. I've always wanted to visit. B. You should. The beaches are beautiful. Repeat that with me. So, where are you from? I'm from Brazil. Oh, really? That's great. You should. The beaches are beautiful. This kind of rhythm, where one person asks and the other responds, is what real conversation sounds like. Light, natural, human. Now, let's move on to talking about hobbies and interests, because this is one of the easiest ways to connect with people in English. You can start by saying, I like, or I enjoy, or I'm interested in. For example, I like reading books. I enjoy playing basketball. I'm interested in photography. Repeat these slowly with me. I like reading books. I enjoy playing basketball. I'm interested in photography. If someone asks you, what do you do in your free time? You can say, I love spending time with my friends, or I usually watch movies or listen to music, or sometimes I just relax at home and cook something new. Now let's build that into a short conversation. What do you like to do in your free time? B. I like cooking and watching movies. A. That sounds fun. What kind of movies do you like? B. I love comedies. They make me laugh. Repeat this whole exchange slowly, letting the tone rise and fall naturally. Now, your turn. Answer this question out loud. What do you like to do in your free time? Speak for 1 minute, freely. Don't stop. Don't overthink. Just talk. Perfect. Remember, fluency doesn't come from silence. It comes from trying. Let's move to another everyday topic. Talking about feelings. Sometimes you want to tell people how your day is going or how you feel about something. Here are some simple ways to express emotions. I'm happy. I'm tired. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm bored. I'm relaxed. Now repeat these one by one. I'm happy. I'm tired. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm bored. I'm relaxed. To make them sound more natural, add a short reason. I'm happy because I passed my test. I'm tired because I didn't sleep well. I'm excited because I'm going on vacation. Repeat those now. I'm happy because I passed my test. I'm tired because I didn't sleep well. I'm excited because I'm going on vacation. Now imagine a friend asks, how are you today? You can answer with emotion, not just, I'm fine. Try, I'm feeling really good today, thanks. Or, I'm a bit tired, but it's okay. Or, I'm doing great. I just finished a big project. Repeat after me. I'm feeling really good today, thanks. I'm a bit tired, but it's okay. I'm doing great. I just finished a big project. Now try saying it with your own feelings. How do you feel right now? Say it out loud. Good. That's fluency. When you can talk about your real feelings in English without stopping to translate. Now let's practice expressing opinions politely, because sharing your ideas naturally is what makes you sound confident. Use phrases like I think, I believe, in my opinion, or for me. For example, I think learning English is fun. I believe practice is the key to success. In my opinion, speaking is more important than grammar. Repeat these with me now. I think learning English is fun. I believe practice is the key to success. In my opinion, speaking is more important than grammar. Now, let's make a short dialogue using opinions. A. Do you think watching movies helps with English? B. Yes, I think it's a great way to learn new expressions. A. I agree. It also helps with pronunciation. B. Exactly. Repeat it naturally. Feel the easy back and forth rhythm. Next, let's move to asking for clarification, which means politely asking someone to repeat or explain something you didn't understand. You can say, "Sorry, could you repeat hat? What does that mean? Can you say that again, please?" Repeat after me slowly. Sorry, could you repeat that? What does that mean? Can you say that again, please? These short sentences help you stay calm and confident even when you don't understand everything. And that's very important. Now, let's practice a little dialogue. I'm going to grab some groceries after work. B. Sorry, what does grab groceries mean? A. It means to buy some food or things for the house. B. Oh, got it. Thanks. Repeat that exchange with me slowly. Sorry, what does grab groceries mean? It means to buy some food or things for the house. Perfect. You're learning how to handle real conversations without fear. That's what confident speakers do. Now, let's practice storytelling with emotions, because stories are what make language memorable. Listen to this short story first. Last Friday, I was really tired after work, but my friend called and invited me to dinner. At first, I didn't want to go, but then I changed my mind. I met her at a small restaurant downtown, and we talked for hours. The food was delicious, and I felt so relaxed afterward. Now, repeat the story slowly, imagining each part in your mind. The tired feeling, the phone call, the restaurant, the conversation. Speak softly but clearly. Now, try to tell a story from your own week. Maybe something funny, something small, something personal. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just keep the flow going. Excellent. The more you tell stories, the faster your English thoughts connect together. Because storytelling activates both your memory and your imagination. Now let's do a quick pronunciation rhythm exercise. This will help your English sound smoother and clearer. Repeat after me slowly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what happened. No, try this. I'm going to work. I'm going to the store. I'm going to meet my friend. Listen to the rhythm. I'm gonna go to work. That's how native speakers often say it naturally, smoothly and quickly, but not rushed. Now practice this flow. What are you doing? I'm watching TV. I'm eating lunch. I'm studying English. Beautiful. You're building rhythm, clarity, and confidence all at once. Before we end today's part, let's slow down for a moment and do a daily reflection exercise. This helps your English and your mindset grow together. Think about your progress so far and say these sentences out loud with me. I'm proud of my progress. I can speak English clearly. Every day I'm becoming more confident. I enjoy practicing English. My voice matters. Feel each word. These aren't just sentences. They're small promises to yourself. Now take a deep breath and smile. Because every minute you spend speaking, even to yourself, brings you closer to fluency. You've done so well today. You've practiced asking questions, describing your feelings, giving opinions, telling stories, and even using rhythm and pronunciation like a native. In the next part, we'll take all of this progress and move into deeper conversations, talking about experiences, dreams, goals, and ideas. You'll learn how to express yourself in a way that feels natural, confident, and completely your own. So keep practicing everything from today. Talk about your hobbies, your emotions, your opinions. Ask questions, tell small stories, and don't be afraid to sound imperfect. Because your English is already beautiful in its own way, clear, warm, and real. I'll see you soon in the next session. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep believing in your voice. I want to start by saying how proud I am of you for staying consistent with this challenge. You've shown up day after day, practicing your sentences, your rhythm, your pronunciation, and your confidence. That's exactly how fluent speakers are made. Not overnight, but through small, steady steps like the ones you're taking right now. Today, we're going to focus on deeper, more emotional English. The kind of English that helps you talk about your goals, your dreams, your experiences, and your thoughts about life. These are the kinds of conversations that bring meaning to your words. Let's begin with talking about goals. When you talk about what you want to achieve, it connects your language to your motivation. You can start by saying, "My goal is to," or "I want to," or "I'm planning to." For example, my goal is to speak English fluently. I want to travel around the world. I'm planning to study abroad next year. Repeat those slowly with me. My goal is to speak English fluently. I want to travel around the world. I'm planning to study abroad next year. Now, let's make them more personal and emotional. I want to be confident when I speak English. My goal is to use English in my dream job. I'm planning to live in another country and meet people from around the world. Repeat again with emotion in your voice, because when you speak about your dreams, your words carry power. Now, let's do a small reflection exercise together. Think about your biggest English goal. Maybe it's being able to talk with native speakers easily, or to understand movies without subtitles, or to feel calm in interviews. Whatever it is, say it out loud right now. My goal is, and finish the sentence with your dream. Perfect. That's your purpose, and it's what will carry you through every moment of practice. Now, let's talk about expressing dreams and future hopes, because the more clearly you can describe your dreams, the more real they become. You can say, "Someday I'd like to," or "In the future I hope to," or "One day I want to." For example, someday I'd like to start my own business. In the future, I hope to visit Japan. One day I want to speak English just like a native. Repeat them slowly after me. Someday I'd like to start my own business. In the future, I hope to visit Japan. One day, I want to speak English just like a native. Now, make it personal. What do you dream of? Say it out loud. In the future, I hope to. And finish the thought with something that truly matters to you. Beautiful. Let's now practice how to talk about life experiences, because these stories help you sound natural and confident. Start with phrases like, "I've been to," or "I've tried," or "I've experienced." For example, "I've been to London once." "I've tried sushi and I really liked it." "I've experienced snow for the first time last year." Repeat those slowly. I've been to London once. I've tried sushi and I really liked it. I've experienced snow for the first time last year. Now, let's build a short dialogue using experiences. A. Have you ever traveled abroad? B. Yes, I've been to Thailand once. A. Wow, how was it? B. It was amazing. The food was delicious and the people were so friendly. Repeat the whole exchange naturally. Have you ever traveled abroad? Yes, I've been to Thailand once. Wow, how was it? It was amazing. The food was delicious and the people were so friendly. This is how people connect in English, through shared experiences and emotions. Now, let's move to another beautiful topic, talking about memories. When you share memories, use the past tense and connect emotion with detail. Listen to this short example. When I was a child, I used to play outside every evening with my friends. We would run, laugh, and forget about time. Sometimes we stayed out until the stars appeared in the sky. Repeat it now slowly. When I was a child, I used to play outside every evening with my friends. We would run, laugh, and forget about time. Sometimes we stayed out until the stars appeared in the sky. Now tell your own short memory, maybe from childhood or school or your first English class. Speak freely, even if you make mistakes. Your goal is connection, not perfection. Let's take this further. How about talking about lessons you've learned in life? You can say, I've learned that, or I realized that, or something important I've learned is, for example, I've learned that patience is very important. I realized that mistakes help me grow. Something important I've learned is to never give up. Repeat these slowly after me. I've learned that patience is very important. I realize that mistakes help me grow. Something important I've learned is to never give up. Now say one from your own experience. Think for a moment, then say it out loud. I've learned that. And finish it from your heart. Good. That's how you build emotional fluency. When your English becomes your voice for real thoughts and feelings. Now let's do a short confidence practice about achievements. Because talking about your achievements helps you build self-belief in English. Start with phrases like, I'm proud of, or one thing I've achieved is, or I managed to. For example, I'm proud of improving my English pronunciation. One thing I've achieved is finishing my first presentation in English. I managed to speak with a native speaker without feeling nervous. Repeat after me. I'm proud of improving my English pronunciation. One thing I've achieved is finishing my first presentation in English. I managed to speak with a native speaker without feeling nervous. Now it's your turn. Say one thing you're proud of. Don't be shy. Say it confidently. I'm proud of. And finish that sentence with something you've done well lately. You see, it feels good to celebrate yourself in English, because confidence grows when you recognize your effort, not just your results. Let's now move into a deeper practice, talking about opinions and beliefs about life. These are great topics for advanced conversation practice because they use emotional vocabulary and reflection. You can start like this. I believe that happiness comes from simple things. I think people should be kind to each other. In my opinion, learning never stops. Now repeat those slowly, letting your voice sound calm and sure. I believe that happiness comes from simple things. I think people should be kind to each other. In my opinion, learning never stops. Beautiful. Now, let's practice responding to someone's belief respectfully. I think success means being rich. B. I see your point, but I think success is more about happiness. A. That's true. Maybe both are important. B. Yes, balance is important. Repeat that conversation with me slowly, letting each sentence flow gently. These kinds of conversations make your English sound mature, natural, and deeply human. Now, let's do a quick shadowing activity to strengthen your rhythm and pronunciation. Repeat after me immediately after I say each line. Try to copy the emotion and pacing. I can express my dreams in English. I can share my feelings clearly. I can talk about my experiences with confidence. Every day, my English becomes more natural. I trust my progress. Take a deep breath now. Let those words sink in. You're training your brain to think, feel, and dream in English. Now let's switch gears a little and practice giving advice. Another everyday conversation skill. When giving advice, you can use phrases like, you should, why don't you, or if I were you, I'd. For example, you should take a break. Why don't you try practicing a little every morning? If I were you, I'd focus on listening more. Now repeat them with me. You should take a break. Why don't you try practicing a little every morning? If I were you, I'd focus on listening more. Now imagine a friend says, I feel nervous when I speak English. You can say, that's normal. You should practice slowly and focus on speaking with confidence. Repeat this short dialogue. A. I feel nervous when I speak English. B. That's normal. You should practice slowly and focus on speaking with confidence. That's exactly how you can comfort others and yourself in English. Before we close this session, let's do one more daily life reflection challenge. I'll ask you a few simple questions, and I want you to answer them aloud, naturally, without overthinking. What is one thing you're grateful for today? Who made you smile this week? What's one small goal you want to achieve this month? How do you feel about your English progress? Take your time answering. Your words matter. Now, say these affirmations with me slowly. I can talk about my life in English. I can express my dreams and hopes clearly. I feel confident when I share my story. Every word I speak makes me stronger. That's the voice of progress, calm, strong, and alive. You've done beautifully in this part. You've learned how to talk about your goals, dreams, memories, and lessons. You've spoken with your heart, not just your mouth. And that's what real English fluency is all about. In the next and final part, we'll bring everything together. All the skills, the rhythm, the emotional fluency, and the practice habits to help you create a daily routine that keeps your English strong long after this challenge ends. You're almost at the finish line now. Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Keep breathing, keep believing, and keep speaking from the heart. I'll see you soon in the final part of this challenge, and together we'll close it with strength, gratitude, and confidence. Today, we've reached the final part of your 5-day English speaking challenge. I want you to take a deep breath and really feel proud of yourself for making it this far. You've shown amazing dedication, patience, and heart. You didn't just study English. You lived it, spoke it, and felt it with every single sentence you practiced. This final session is all about reflection, reinforcement, and rhythm, helping you connect everything you've learned so you can keep growing long after this challenge ends. Remember, fluency doesn't have an ending. It's a journey that keeps unfolding, one word at a time. Let's start by thinking back to how you began. Maybe you were nervous to speak out loud. Maybe you weren't sure if you could sound natural, or maybe you felt shy about making mistakes. But now, listen to yourself. Your sentences flow more easily, your rhythm is smoother, and your confidence shines through your voice. You've already transformed more than you realize. Now, let's do one final warm-up. Repeat these short, powerful sentences after me. I can speak English clearly. I am confident when I talk. I understand more every day. I feel proud of my progress. I love speaking English. You see, each of these sentences is more than just practice. They're small seeds of confidence that you've planted inside your mind. And now they're growing stronger with every repetition. Now let's review everything you've built over the past few sessions. You learned to greet people naturally. You practiced small talk, describing your day, your plans, and your feelings. You learned how to tell stories, express opinions, ask and answer questions, make polite requests, and share your dreams. You worked on pronunciation, rhythm, emotion, and even confidence. All of these skills together make you a real English communicator. Not just someone who studies English, but someone who uses it to connect with the world. Let's practice everything in a calm, flowing rhythm. We'll review all the key patterns you've learned. Say this with me slowly. Good morning. How are you today? I'm good, thank you. How about you? What did you do yesterday? I went to the park and met my friend. What are you doing tomorrow? I'm going to study English and call my family. Now practice emotional expression. I'm so happy today. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. I'm excited to keep improving. I feel confident when I speak English. Excellent. Now let's go deeper into daily life connection, because that's where fluency truly grows. Imagine you're in your kitchen preparing breakfast. Talk to yourself softly in English. I'm making coffee. The water is boiling. I'm spreading butter on the bread. The smell is amazing. Then imagine you're walking outside. Say, the weather is so nice today. I can feel the wind on my face. The sky looks beautiful. I'm happy to be here. You see, the secret to real English fluency is not in grammar books or tests. It's in living with English, breathing it into every moment of your day. The more you speak it, the more it becomes part of you. Now let's do a self-reflection exercise together. I'll ask you a few questions, and I want you to answer out loud in full sentences, slowly, from the heart. How do you feel now after completing this challenge? What part of speaking English do you enjoy the most? What new habits are you going to keep practicing every day? Who are you becoming as you continue this journey? Take a deep breath before you answer each question. There's no right or wrong, just your truth, spoken softly in English. Now let's practice expressing gratitude, because gratitude not only builds happiness, but also deepens your emotional vocabulary. You can say, I'm grateful for my progress. I'm thankful for every chance to practice. I appreciate my effort and time. I'm thankful for the people who encourage me. Repeat those now. I'm grateful for my progress. I appreciate my effort and time. I'm thankful for every chance to practice. Gratitude keeps you motivated. It reminds you that every small step is meaningful. Now, let's talk about how to continue your English journey after this challenge. You can keep growing by speaking to yourself daily, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Try to describe what you're doing, how you're feeling, or what you're thinking. You can also listen to English podcasts, watch short videos, and repeat sentences out loud to build your natural rhythm. Whenever you hear something interesting, don't just understand it. Say it, repeat it, feel it, own it. That's how you train your speaking muscles. And remember, mistakes are not signs of failure. They're signs of learning. Every time you make one, your brain adjusts, grows, and it's better. You can say, that's okay, I'll try again. Or, I'm learning from this. That mindset will take you far beyond fluency. It will make you unstoppable. Now, let's practice a few life conversation reflections. These are phrases you can use in real life to sound natural and confident. I totally understand what you mean. That's interesting. Tell me more. Oh, really? That sounds fun. I've never tried that before. I'll give it a try next time. Repeat these softly. I totally understand what you mean. That's interesting. Tell me more. I'll give it a try next time. These These are the kinds of phrases that keep conversations flowing. They show that you're engaged, curious, and kind. Now let's shift to a peaceful moment of confidence building. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You wake up and English feels natural. You can understand movies easily, talk freely with people, and express yourself clearly without fear. You smile because you realize how far you've come. You can say out loud, "I've worked hard for this." I can speak freely now. I've built my confidence step by step. That's the power of consistency. Small daily practice turns into big transformation. Now let's do one final speaking activity. It's called the Daily Life Reflection Loop, where you describe your day using past, present, and future all together. I woke up early this morning and made some tea. Right now I'm listening and speaking English. Later, I'm going to take a short walk and relax. Tomorrow, I'll practice again for 10 minutes. See how naturally it flows? You're connecting time, emotion, and rhythm, all in English. Now, one more time, let's repeat some powerful affirmations to end this challenge strong and full of confidence. I can speak English fluently. I am not afraid of mistakes. I believe in my progress. Every day I'm improving. English is becoming part of my life. I am confident, capable, and proud. Say them slowly, with your hand over your heart if you like. Feel each word. You've earned this confidence through effort, patience, and love for learning. Now, before we close, I want to remind you of something very important. Learning a language is not about how many words you know. It's about how bravely you use the ones you already have. You don't need to sound perfect to sound powerful. You just need to sound real. Your English doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to be yours. Your accent, your rhythm, your emotions. They make your English beautiful, unique, and alive. So keep speaking every day. In the morning when you wake up, when you walk outside, when you cook, when you dream. Keep talking to yourself in English. Keep shadowing sentences. Keep smiling as you practice. Because every time you do, your voice gets stronger and your confidence grows deeper. And remember, English is not just a language. It's a bridge, a way to connect your mind to the world, your dreams to your future, your thoughts to new people and new places. So never stop learning, never stop speaking, never stop believing in the power of your voice. Now, take one last deep breath and repeat after me slowly with full confidence. I am a confident English speaker. I express myself clearly and calmly. I learn and grow every single day. I am proud of how far I've come. I'm ready for the next step in my English journey. Beautiful, truly beautiful. Thank you for joining me in this 5-day English speaking challenge. It's been such a joy to guide you through this journey to help you discover your voice, your confidence, and your strength in English. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself. Because every time you open your mouth to speak in English, you're already succeeding. So, until next time, keep speaking boldly, keep learning gently, and never forget, your voice matters, always.